Hello everybody, my name is Andrea and welcome back to my channel. So I thought, since my channel has just hit 20 subscribers, which I know is kind of weird to be excited about, but I genuinely am. I mean, 20 subscribers is just important to me, and I just thought, you know, a lot of people actually do know me who follow me, and they're friends or family. But some of you might not know me, and I haven't ever really actually introduced myself properly to the platform. So I thought today I could do a get to know me kind of tag and do my makeup so it's not too awkward. I'm just gonna sit here and talking to you. And yeah, I'm just gonna answer the questions that I found on this website. So these questions are from a website called youtubesociety.com, and they're basically under a get to know me tag. And I thought, since I'm new to all of this and you guys probably don't know me that well, I thought I would just help you out a bit, and I would also do my makeup in the meantime. So the first question in the tag is, where did you grow up? And most people will not know this, but I'm actually from Romania. I'm from a small town called Bacău. It's actually not that small, but it's small in comparison to where I live now. It's in kind of the northeastern part of Romania, and I love it. I love where I grew up. I love that I'm Romanian, because it has given me so many kind of life experience, and also just a kind of different perspective on life and a different outlook, and it basically made me into who I am today, and I'm very, very appreciative of that. The next question is, where do you currently live? And at the moment I live in the United Kingdom. I live in Sheffield, which is a kind of more northern part of England. I live here, and I have been living here for almost 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in September. I came here for university, and I love it here. Yeah, I love it. I love it. For the most part, I love it. It's a nice city. The third question asks, who is your best friend? And as cliche as that sounds, I think my best friend is my boyfriend. He just knows me so well. He knows everything about me, and we were friends kind of first and foremost, and then boyfriend and girlfriend, and I think it really has helped us navigate our relationship and kind of its challenges. So yeah, I think I would say my boyfriend. The fourth question is, how tall am I? And I am 170 centimeters or 5'6" for all my non-metric speaking friends, which is like the perfect height, I would say. I'm very fortunate to be this height, because I'm not really like considered short, but I'm also not kind of very tall. It's just honestly like the best. It's the best middle ground, I would say. The next question is whether I'm a dog or a cat person, and this isn't even a question to me. I'm a cat person all the way. I've had cats since I was young, because growing up we lived in quite a small apartment, and also dogs are quite a big responsibility, and I was not the most responsible kid growing up in terms of taking care of my pets. So my parents just got me a cat when I was very young, and I fell in love with it, and I've been having cats ever since, because they're just the love of my lives. And I have a cat at home currently, that I've had for, I think she's 13 now. I've had for 13 years, and she's the best. She's very independent. She's literally everything I love in a cat. She's very loving when she needs to be. She's very independent. She's very good with boundaries. She knows what she wants, which I very much appreciate, because I feel all of us could be more like cats. The next question is, what year were you born? And I'm born in 1996, and I'm loving it. It is kind of scary how fast everything goes by. I can't believe I'm 23. It's scary, especially being in uni and being surrounded by people much younger than me. But it's just something that you have to kind of take for what it is. There's a reason why I'm this old and only in the third year of university, because my parents made some decisions when I was young to let me enjoy my childhood more, so they made me go to school a year older than everybody else. And then I took a gap year after high school to just kind of chillax and enjoy my life, which is a very privileged position to be in, I admit, and I am very fortunate to have had parents who supported me through basically everything and were always there for me and always kind of stood by me regardless of my decisions and regardless of what I felt like I needed to do with my life. The next question is, are you or have you been to college? And I have mentioned this briefly in this video, but if also you have seen my videos before, you will know that yes, I am in my third year of university currently at the University of Sheffield in the UK, and I study biomedical science, which has just been the best 3 years of my life. And I am currently finishing my degree, and in September I will be attending a master's. I'll be starting a master's degree, for which I'm incredibly excited about, because it's just, I don't know, education means so much to me, and I think it's something that I got from my parents, but it's just everything to me. So it's just, I feel so blessed and privileged to have had the opportunity and continue to have the opportunity to attend university, and a very good university as such, and just be able to do something that I'm very passionate about and that hopefully will help better the world. The next question is, what's my favorite drink? And I don't know. My favorite drink is water. I'm a big water drinker. I think that, yeah, I don't know. I like fresh juices. I was just thinking about it the other day. I would love some beetroot, orange, and carrot juice. So say maybe that as well. I don't know. I love elderflower juice. I love aloe vera. In terms of alcoholic drinks, I love gin and tonic. I love rosé and a mojito. I don't know. I'm not a big drinker, so it's not going to be an exciting answer, I'm afraid. The next question is, what is my spirit animal and why? And I wish I knew. I'm another fact about me, I don't know if this will be in the tag, but I'm quite a big not necessarily believer, but I just enjoy astrology. I enjoy just kind of reading about it. Don't attack me in the comments, it's just my thing. And I think because I'm a Scorpio, so maybe a scorpion or a cat or a phoenix bird. I don't know. I feel like it's very hard to answer this question without sounding just the most the most cringy person on the planet. So I don't know. Let's just say cat. I like cats. So the next question is, if I'm wearing a perfume, what scent it is. And this is a loaded question because, fun fact about me, I'm obsessed with perfumes. I own like 20 perfumes, and there have been very different scents that have kind of characterized a certain moment in my life. When I was really young, my favorite perfume used to be the Thierry Mugler, the Alien perfume. I used to love it. Then I had a really big period where I used to be obsessed with Christina Aguilera perfumes, because Christina Aguilera is like my favorite artist in the whole universe. Then it was elusive, the original scent that I loved. Now I have 3 perfumes that I use a lot. This is one. This is from Hugo Boss. Is the scent. This is also from Hugo Boss. I don't know which one. I don't know what this is called. I also don't have caps for these, as you can probably tell. And the last one is the Gucci Bloom one. I really like this one too. I just like a very fresh, flowery scent. I don't like overly sweets, like if they have vanilla in them, it's not my thing. Just everything that's sweet and kind of over, like powerful, is just not for me. But yeah, I'm really excited about perfumes because I like smelling nice. And I like when people compliment me and say that I smell nice. The next question is whether I prefer tea or coffee. And this is very much not even a contest. I'm a coffee girl. I have been since I was like 15. I'm too much of a coffee girl to the point where it's a problem, but I'm getting better about it. I'm drinking more matcha, so I don't have to drink so much coffee all the time, but it is a problem, especially during exam season. Last year I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna be healthier, so I got one of like 1.5 liters of cold like almond coffee, and I would drink the entire thing a day. So it didn't work out for me, and I had to stop doing that as well. So now I just drink 1 cup of coffee, like 1 latte a day, and then I'll have a matcha latte later in the day and call it a day because it's just too much. It's a disease. I have to see a professional. So it's a coffee. I'm a coffee girl. The next question is, what are my life goals? And this is such a loaded question. I don't even know like how I'm supposed to answer this. You know, because who knows? If you had asked me a few years ago, like 2 years ago, I would have said my goal is to finish uni and go to graduate medical school and then be a doctor. If you'd asked me last year, I would say I'm going to do research in neuroscience. If you ask me this year, I think I'm going to finish my master's degree and probably do a PhD and work in drug development. But overall, it's just, my life goal is just to have a successful career that is successful not in the amount of money I make or how famous I am, but just how much I can say that my life has helped improve other people's. I want to be happy, I want to be healthy, I want to have the people that I love in my life for as long as possible. I think that's it. It's nothing over the top, I don't think so. Another question asks, what are my favorite sports and what sports have I played? And this is a weird question because I used to be a very active kid when I was young. I love sports, all sports. Literally, you could have me play anything and I would have been in my element. I used to swim, I used to play handball, volleyball, just everything I loved. But I have a heart disease, I have a congenital heart disease that makes me very unable to do extended periods of either workout or sport. I can't really play sports properly. And it really affected the way I kind of looked at sports. I don't really do cardio that much just because I can't. Even living in Sheffield, which is a very hilly city, is very hard for me. It really takes a toll on my heart. And yeah, so I don't really play that many sports, but my favorite sport to watch is tennis. I'm in love with it, I'm obsessed. In my gap year, that's mostly the only thing I would do is just watch Eurosport and every tournament known to man for hours at a time, and it was great. The next question is, who are my favorite YouTubers? And the reason why I started YouTube is just because I found so many inspirational stories and people that I genuinely love to watch and I had a genuine connection with, and I love that and I wanted that. I really appreciate YouTube and the opportunity presented its creators to share their stories and to improve and to create and to be artistic and to be inspirational and to change people's lives, you know? And I'm very fortunate to have the privilege to do this. I know it's a long road ahead, but I'm in it for the long haul, and I don't know, I'm very fortunate. But in regards to my favorites, I have so many. The first name that comes to mind right now is definitely Ashley, aka Best Dressed. She's such an inspiration to me. I genuinely feel like we're the same person, just in different bodies. Just the way she thinks and everything that she says and how she expresses herself reminds me of myself so much, and I love how real she is. I love how much of a lad she is. She's incredible and I love her so much. And she's younger than me, which makes me feel very unaccomplished in comparison. The next category, I'm just gonna name categories. I love kind of commentary channels. So I love Curtis Connor. I'm sorry, I know I look crazy right now, but it'll look better, I promise. I love Curtis Connor. I love Danny Gonzalez. Cody and Noel, holy shit, they're the absolute best. Me and my boyfriend are obsessed with all these people. I also love beauty gurus, even though, wow, they're messy. They're messy people, but I don't know. I know for myself, the people who have made me like makeup and kind of get over my I'm not like other girls complex have been a lot of the times the beauty gurus. I love Tati Westbrook. I love Michelle Phan. They're just very inspiring people to me, and I love their stories, and they made me think that maybe at some point in my life I'll be able to do the same thing. So yeah, I also love gamers. I'm a big gamer. My favorites are PewDiePie, Markiplier, and Jacksepticeye, the holy trio. And yeah, the next question is, what is my favorite movie? And I don't know. My first instinct is to say Interstellar, just because space is the most fascinating thing in the world to me, and I wanted to be an astronaut for years, and I still do. It's like at some level in my heart I still want to be an astronaut. So Interstellar is like a big one for me. But I also love Pride and Prejudice, the 2005 version. I loved The Martian. Dirty Dancing, Pretty Woman, just kind of these types of movies. 2 Weeks Notice is my favorite comedy of all time. So yeah, I think those ones. I love Salt with Angelina Jolie, if you know it. It's so good. I love it so much. Yeah, I would say those ones, I guess. Another question that is very specific is if I know my personality type, and yes I do. My personality type is INTJ, I think, which I've been told is quite a good one, so I'm not mad at it. This next question is very deep, but it basically asks, have you ever failed in anything and what have you learned? And yes, I failed many times. Too many times. No, I haven't failed too many times. I don't think there's such a thing, but I think my biggest kind of failure, quote unquote, if you can call it that, is when I failed to get into med school right after high school in Romania. So when I was young, my only dream was to be a surgeon. I've wanted to be a surgeon since I was 15, up until I was 21. So that's a long time to want to be the same thing. And at the time where everybody was wondering what they wanted to be when they grew up, I knew, I think, with too much precision. And I worked my ass off for years in high school to get into med school. I was supposed to go to the best medical school in Romania, and I failed my exam, and it broke me. I was a mess for a really long time. I did some stupid things afterwards. but I think in the end it ended up being exactly what it was supposed to be like. And I take so much solace in knowing that, you know, a lot of the times you fail at something and you think, oh my god, it's gonna break me, what am I gonna do, this was not what I was supposed to do. And in reality, it genuinely is a blessing in disguise. If I had gone to that medical school, I would have never ended up here in Sheffield. I would have never taken the gap year off. I would have never met my friends and my boyfriend, who I've been with for 2.5 years now, and who is everything to me. And there's just so many things that would have ended up not happening, and I don't know if it would have been better. So things just kind of needed to happen the way they needed to happen, and I've kind of learned to go with the flow and just appreciate that just because I can't see the reason at that point in time, that doesn't mean there's no reason, and doesn't mean that things aren't going to work out. So yeah, I think it was a very big learning experience for me, and at the end of the day, that education and everything was not wasted, because I ended up doing something very similar, and it helped me, you know, be very much advanced in university with my set of knowledge, my set of theoretical knowledge that I had to gather to get into medical school. So yeah, it ended up working out, I guess. Next question is, how many languages do I speak and how well? So my native language is Romanian, which I would like to think I speak quite well. I think the next best language, or the language that I'm most comfortable with after that, is definitely English. I have taken English and I've been passionate about English since I was in kindergarten. That was the first time I ever took English, and I've continued to take it throughout my life, and it helped me be quite proficient at it, I would say. I wish I had a British accent, but I want like one of those posh London, like Kate Beckinsale accents. That would be awesome, but I don't have that. I don't even know what accent I have. It's like kind of a weird, it's a weird mixture, so kind of had to get used to it. But what else? I also speak quite a bit of Spanish. I understand Spanish very, very well, because I used to watch soap operas when I was young with my mom. It used to be kind of our bonding experience, and we used to be obsessed with soap operas. I've been talking so long, my throat is dry. Yeah, and what else? I can read, and I can read Korean. I know how to write and read the Korean alphabet. I can speak a bit of French. I can understand French. And I took German for 2 years in high school, but I'm not that good at it. Unfortunate. I want to be, but I'm not that good at it. So that's it. Not that many, and not as many as I would want, but I will get better. I will try my best to improve in the languages I already know, as well as hopefully take new languages so I can be even better. The next question is, what is my go-to fast food order? And I'm not a big fast food eater. I've never really been. My fast food, like my junk food of choice, is not really junk food. It's mostly pasta, and maybe crepes. I think crepes are the thing that I'm most likely to not be able to control myself with, but I'm not like the biggest fan of pizza or burgers, and I was never really a big fan of junk food growing up. So, but my favorite, I would say my favorite is still McDonald's, and usually I would get some chicken nuggets and maybe a McChicken burger and a McFlurry, or a McSundae. I prefer McSundaes, but they don't have them here in the UK, unfortunately, so I can't really have it as much as I want. I think that's it. And chips, maybe. So yeah, that's my fast food order. I also sometimes want pizzas, but not very often, and we usually end up getting Pizza Hut, and my choice is always pepperoni pizza. I'm obsessed with pepperonis, unfortunately, but again, this is quite rare. It's a rare occurrence, which is good. Another question is, what is my favorite show? And we could be here all day, but my favorite show, in a very few words, is The Newsroom, which is a show that is just so severely underappreciated that it hurts my soul. But it's basically a show with Jeff Daniels, who I have the biggest humanly possible crush on. God, he's hot. And he's this news anchor, and they basically do the news in the way that I wish everybody did the news, and in the way that would make me want to watch the news. And they discuss on actual topics that happened in history, mostly through the Obama presidency in the US, and I genuinely think it's something that everybody should watch, especially my generation and younger generations, because it's just incredible, and I don't have enough praise for it. Another favorite show of mine used to be Game of Thrones, but maybe one day I'll make a 3-hour rant on everything that went wrong about Game of Thrones and how mad I am at it, even though it's been a year. I will never fucking get over the shitstorm and the shit show that Game of Thrones turned into in the last season. But it used to be one of my favorite shows, and it's one of my favorite book series. Actually, no, it is my favorite book series. The books are incredible, and I feel that if anything good kind of came to happen because of what the creators did to the show, is more people will now be interested in the books and will want to read the books to kind of see how it's gonna end, which I'm happy about, because the books are just superior in every aspect. They were superior even when the show was at its peak, and they're a great read. So Game of Thrones is out there. I love, for comedy shows, it's 2.5 Men, Friends, and Modern Family. Those are my go-to. I love Modern Family. It's just so good. Other shows that I adore are White Collar, incredible show, and you get to stare at Matt Bomer for hours, which is, you know, can't complain about it. I really like The Witcher, big fan of the games. What else? The Haunting of Hill House, another show that I feel is quite underappreciated, that I feel everybody should watch because it's just so good, and it's genuinely frightening, and but not like cliched, like kind of shit horror. It's like good. It's good horror. It's everything you could ever want in a horror series or anything. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with it, and I recommend all of you go watch it right now, but after this video is over. Okay, I'm only gonna do one more because this video is just gonna be so long. But the last question is, what is my celebrity crush? And I could be here forever, but I have more celebrity crushes. I have more girl celebrity crushes than men celebrity crushes. But I think my biggest celebrity crush is Kate Beckinsale. She is just the most gorgeous human being on the planet. She's so posh, but like in a good, she's like a good posh. She's smart. Her sense of humor is just amazing. And I love her so much. Another one is Emily Blunt. I adore her. I adore her husband. He's a celebrity crush of mine. Who else? Who do I love? I love Emma Stone. I think she's amazing. I love Ryan Gosling, but weirdly enough, it's not because he's hot. While that is true and is very valid, it's mostly because I just love his personality. He seems very done with Hollywood, which I appreciate. and he seems like he has no time or patience for the bullshit of Hollywood, which I love. Another celebrity crush is, I just mentioned, but Jeff Daniels. Awesome guy. Olivia Munn, I love her. Yeah, just self-aware individuals who are not phony, or at least don't appear phony, who don't take themselves too seriously, who understand the privilege that they're in and how privileged they are to be celebrities and to be rich, who don't try too hard. That's always good. So yeah, I think those people qualify, I would say. So I'm done with my makeup, and there are much more questions on the tag. Much. The number of the questions remaining is high, but I think I'm gonna stop right here because this video is already gonna be quite long, and I have actual exams to study for because I'm graduating in 2 months. So I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed this video and getting to know me a bit more, and let me know what else you want me to do and what other content you want me to put out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.